Did you know that even after the parliament approves the national budget, the government can still also source for additional funds through a budget known as the supplementary budget? Well, in this episode, we break down what the supplementary budget is and how it rewrites Kenya's spending plans. Supplementary budgets, which regularize expenditure incurred by the government without prior parliamentary approval, have long been contentious. They have repeatedly come under scrutiny, including through a special audit by the Auditor General, while the International Monetary Fund (IMF) has also raised concerns. Critics argue that these mini-budgets have over time watered down Kenya's elaborate and people-centered budget-making process, which begins shortly after the start of the financial year in August, runs throughout the year, and culminates in the budget statement by the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, as well as parliamentary debate on the budget estimates and the finance bill. This months-long process, observers note, is often undermined by supplementary budgets that significantly alter spending plans. While supplementary budgets are also subjected to public participation, the process is generally less rigorous than that applied to the main budget. Treasury CS John Mbadi recently acknowledged the disruptive nature of supplementary budgets and has said he intends to phase them out over the coming years.
Actually, we are trying to kill, if you notice, I am one person who believes we should kill supplementary budgets. So we are gradually moving there. You can see that previously we used to have supplementary budgets in December, November, December already. Up to now, we have not submitted a supplementary budget in the National Assembly.
Analysts have observed that supplementary budgets tend to reduce the main budget-making process to little more than a public relations exercise and a constitutional formality. The true picture of government spending often emerges later when Treasury tables supplementary estimates in Parliament. In the current financial year, the government introduced a supplementary budget that increased overall spending by 316.7 billion Kenya shillings, bringing total expenditure for the year ending June 30th to 4.69 trillion from 4.3 trillion Kenya shillings. The increase came despite underperformance in revenue collection, resulting in a higher budget deficit that grew by 221 billion Kenya shillings to 1.15 trillion Kenya shillings from 933 billion, pushing the country deeper into debt. Among the notable changes in the mini-budget was the doubling of the State House allocation to 17 billion from 8.58 billion Kenya shillings. During the first 6 months of the financial year, State House had already spent 7.12 billion of its original allocation. The first supplementary budget also contained significant increases allocations to other sectors, including security, which received an additional 60 billion, education 45 billion, affordable housing 25 billion, agriculture 17 billion, and health 12 billion. Observers say the government has exercised greater restraint this year compared to previous years. In the financial year 2024-2025, the government introduced a record 3 supplementary budgets. The first was submitted to Parliament in the financial year in July 2024 to account for revenue losses following the rejection of the Finance Bill 2024, while the third came in June 2025, only weeks before the end of the financial year. Christabel Njeri, and this is PMTV.